Hello again and welcome back to another one, and today we have an update on the story we covered in the previous video where unwarranted Eminem disrespect was shared overtly in a segment on Joe Budden's channel. And like the ratio on this platform wasn't bad enough, the host decided to share more on Twitter, and that has resulted in multiple ratios on that platform. And you could say that rap fans are getting tired of the constant Eminem disrespect from those in the in quotes hip-hop media, and word about this was brought to Crook and Royce on Twitter. That led to more drama on Royce's end, for instance. We'll get to more on this in a bit. We also have what looks to be one of the first confirmation from a reliable source about the rumored Aftermath takeover that's been floating around on the internet for weeks now. And we got the first real glimpse of this when the 2022 Super Bowl halftime lineup was revealed. And there's more to go on today, thanks to BattleCat. And before we get started, if you enjoy content like this, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and find me on social media at ETLifestyle_web. So we'll start with the Aftermath takeover, and BattleCat shared this on IG that's making the rounds right now. The Aftermath takeover has started. November 12 Snoop Dogg, December Dr. Dre new music, February 13 Super Bowl performance, soon Kendrick Lamar, soon Exhibit Kingmaker, and soon Mount Westmore. But as usual, when it comes to Dre, it didn't take long for this to pop up. Dre new music? Believe it when it happens, lol, but keeping my fingers crossed. And in a recent story we covered, a source claimed that Dre told him that he's also making something for Grand Theft Auto dropping in December. So that aligns with this timeline, don't you think? And over on Twitter, it was more of the same on the reports of this, as many have lost faith based on what's happened in the past. And this is pretty much like a copy-paster from Instagram. Yeah, I'll believe a Dre album when I see it, and more, Dr. Dre release date is an oxymoron, while others have focused on the fine details. Is Snoop actually Aftermath now? Another adds Snoop is not signed to Aftermath. Yeah, that's Def Jam, but the Aftermath takeover is pretty much used to describe artists that Dre put on throughout his career, dropping some new material within this time frame. And moving on to the next topic at hand, some more drama was brewing on Twitter thanks to the video on Joe Budden's channel where the host chose to focus on Eminem and his appearance rather than focus on Dre assembling the Avengers for the halftime show. And things got heated when the host tried to play the victim on Twitter. You bomb bottom feeders need to get the F out of my mentions defending Eminem. Nobody said he wasn't a legend. They've never had an all-black halftime show, so yes, he is the token in this case. Go argue with your mother about his impact. That was never up for debate, losers. It's like we are in one of those Kevin Samuels videos and he says sign language. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. And this tweet has the whole package. A great deflection technique when someone gets called out for charting-ish. But rap fans went on the offense and threw it back with some facts that resulted in multiple ratios like this. Says the loser, who failed to fact check before speaking, but I don't expect much from Joe Budden employees. Quick Google search shows there's been all-black halftime shows, Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, Smokey Robinson, Queen Latifah, Prince, Beyonce, and many more was on the way. Joe Budden's collaborators are more and more pitiful. He must not have the budget for someone better. You don't have to go far back in time to find a 100% black halftime show 2021 The Weeknd, and some kept it short and simple. Go argue with this ratio. Like the YouTube ratio wasn't bad enough, she had to take it to Twitter, and going off what Dr. Dre said in the Netflix documentary when he tried to sign Eminem like we covered in the last video, a user expands. Dre said he didn't know how many shadists he had around him when he co-signed M. You'll fall right into that category, sadly. I'm glad you understand, you can't argue his legend status, and some that missed the actual video that started the whole thing still managed to drop the ratio. I don't know what Eminem did to people, he's a legend minding his business. In this case, all he did was his appearance. They made it clear as day in that video. And some users dropped some info on where the source stems from. How do you get signed by freaking Jay-Z, as in Hov, baby, and still flop? That host should find a seat. And this continues the pattern of flops always being salty about Eminem. And word was brought to Crook about this, and this one was hilarious because Crook had no idea who this was, but Royce follows the host on Twitter, and we'll get to his reaction in a bit. And when word got to Crook, he responded 2 questions. 1, are you black? 2, who is she? The user that brought this to him is Indian, but Crook reacted to this one. She sound conflicted. There is some underlying message there, laughing my bum off. And Crook responds, maybe, I'm just wondering why the tweet became important. I was confused, but it's all good. Another user expanded. She is a singer who has a part on Joe Budden Network. She was signed to Jay-Z, and Crook responded, oh. And that user added, she's dumb. I simply asked, how is he the token white person for the Super Bowl when it's not random, since he is signed to Dre and a big part of his legacy, and she blocked me. The user that brought this to Crook also tagged Royce, and Royce reacted, that's a misnomer. Black people can't be the R word. Sorry. And this just complicated the whole thing and shifted the conversation, and the user then referred to Dre's statement, and I knew it was only a matter of time. And aren't black people who attacked Asians shadies either? Just ask it. This is the Americanization of the dictionary at play here, hence the confusion. But rather than address the topic at hand, Royce brings out the American Modified Dictionary to shift the discussion. Welp, that will be all for now. Share your thoughts below, thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.